ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸਾਰੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਵਾਗਤ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਸਿੱਖ ਚੈਨਲ, ਜਿਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਸ਼ ਵਿਦੇਸ਼ ਤੋਂ ਜੁੜਦੇ ਹੋ ਔਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਬਰਤਾਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, UK ਭਾਰਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸਰਗਰਮੀਆਂ ਹੋ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ। ਜਦੋਂ ਸਮਰ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਗਰਮੀਆਂ ਆਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਥੈਟਫੋਰਡ ਮੇਲਾ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਕਰ ਵੀ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹਾਂ। ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਖਾਸ ਗੈਸਟ ਜੁੜੇ ਨੇ, ਖਾਸ ਮਹਿਮਾਨ ਜੁੜੇ ਨੇ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ ਫਰੈਡਰਿਕ ਦਲੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਮਹਾਰਾਜਾ ਦਲੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੇ ਬੇਟੇ ਸੀ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਿਸ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਿਵਾਸ ਕੀਤਾ, ਤੇ ਉਹ ਘਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਾਉਂਸਲ ਸੀ ਉਸ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਨੂੰ ਦੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ, ਦਾਨ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਉਸ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅੱਜ ਉਹ ਮਿਊਜ਼ੀਅਮ ਬਣਿਆ ਹੈ, ਅਜਾਇਬ ਘਰ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਥੈਟਫੋਰਡ ਦਾ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਫਰੈਡਰਿਕ ਦਲੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੀਆਂ ਯਾਦਾਂ ਵੀ ਸਾਂਭੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਔਰ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਦਈਏ ਕਿ ਸਿੱਖ ਰਾਜ ਦੀਆਂ ਯਾਦਾਂ ਵੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਨੇ, ਤੇ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਅਤਕਥਨੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਵੇਗੀ। ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੇ ਨੇ, ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਓ ਲੈਟਸ ਵੈਲਕਮ ਆਵਰ ਗੈਸਟ। I will start with Indi Sandhu, then Melissa, then Oliver Bone are with us today, and we will talk about the ancient house and the history of Thetford related to Frederick Leipzig. Welcome to all. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Good morning. Hello.
Okay, Indi, I will start with you, and also you can introduce to your guests, to our audience, and how would you like to start, Indi?
So this year's festival is going to be taking place over the weekend of the 20th, 21st, and also we've got some activities taking place beforehand. So Melissa will talk about that, and then Oliver can give us some more insight into the Ancient House Museum and about Prince Frederick.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll start with Melissa. Melissa, this is a very busiest time of the year for you, especially for the Thetford and the Ancient House. Tell us about your experience and tell us a bit more about the Ancient House we are talking about today.
Oh, fantastic. Yes, it's a very exciting time of the year. We look forward to it every year to be part of this fantastic festival of bringing together the different cultures. So we're very excited for that, and for Ancient House to be part of it. Of course, being founded by the son of Maharaja Dalip Singh, we've got that great link with this particular story. So we're excited this year that we'll have some new events that we have never done before. So Oliver will be giving a tour of Ancient House Museum to let people know about its foundations, and also our plans for our 100th birthday, which is coming up in December. And then on Friday, we've got a brand new event for the festival, a posh peg doll workshop. So we're inviting people to come along and make a little mini version of Maharaja Dalip Singh based on the beachy portrait of him. So we've got ones for adults, children, teenagers, so they can all access it at their own levels. On the Saturday, there's a fantastic set of talks which are happening both at Thetford Library and at Elvedon, which are covering all sorts of things, including Maharaja Ranjit Singh, linked to the exhibition at the Wallace collection at the moment, and also the work that's being done about the Indian Army at Hampton Court. So we encourage people to come along to those. And then on the Saturday as well, Ancient House will be open with a pop-up exhibition, and will be open as well for the Sunday at the same time as the Mela. So if anyone arrives early, we're open from 10 o'clock and we stay open all the way through till 5. And we'll have costume characters talking about the Anglo-Sikh Wars of the 1840s, so people can get hands-on with objects and learn about that, and the Norfolk lads from Thetford that were part of that battle. And also we have a costume character playing a suffragette. We'll be talking about Princess Sophia and her involvement in the suffrage movement, as well as her sister, Princess Catherine, who was part of the suffragists. And there'll be a chance for people to make badges to take home to decide if they'd been a suffragette or a suffragist. So we're very excited, and we've already got lots of bookings coming in already. So we're delighted to be part of it again this year.
Very good. I can feel you're very excited to see all the people, all the visitors from all over the world. Oliver, I'll come to you, and let's share your experience with the Ancient House to start with. When did you join this house, and what was your highlights of your the service in this house? Oliver.
Thank you. Yes, I've been working at the Ancient House for many years here, and one of the great privileges of working at Ancient House is this amazing connection that we have with through Prince Frederick Duleep Singh to the Punjab and to the Sikh Empire of Ranjit Singh Duleep Singh. And over the years, we've had great celebrations at Ancient House with festivals, which have now become a great fixture in the region's calendar, I think. And it's been lovely to welcome people to find out more about the story of the connections, the links, the shared history that we have with the Duleep Singh family and all their contributions to not only Ancient House but other places in East Anglia. And in the museum, we've got some exhibits, and we're very pleased, as Melissa said, to be celebrating our 100th birthday this year. And later this year, we'll be marking that in December, which is the anniversary of the gift of Ancient House to the people of Thetford and the region for use as a public museum. And we are very fortunate in having funding from the National Lottery, Heritage Fund, and local councils, Friends of the Museum, Arts Council England. And this will all contribute to sharing the history, telling more and exhibiting more about this wonderful connection that we have at Ancient House.
Thank you very much. As Melissa, I'll come back to you again. As you said, you mentioned there's so many activities going on, so many preparations takes time. Tell us about the support from the local community and your staff. So, when did you start preparing all these things, and how you can set up the theme? Tell us about all these activities or preparations.
Well, with all sorts of festivals that happen on an annual basis, the preparations and the thinking start almost as the last clear up is happening from the last festival. We're already thinking, oh, this went really well. These are the things that people have asked for next time. We better be planning for those and getting our ideas in place for the next festival. So you're sort of just enjoying the last vestiges of a successful festival, and you're already planning for the next one. And we know that the local people, they're always asking, when will be the next festival? That was a great event. When will we have another chance? So they're very a lot of support from the Thetford community, from the local community. Also, obviously, we know that people travel some distances. People from South Asian heritage, and I can see you've got some lovely photographs of some of our visitors and former projects. But we're also seeing an increase in visitors from a little bit outside of Thetford, so people coming from places like Norwich and Cambridge, because they know this is going to be a fantastic event, really exciting, and will give them lots of different opportunities to engage with different cultures and learn new things and discover new things about both Punjabi heritage, but also our shared British heritage. That the Duleep Singh family are this family from all sorts of different backgrounds. That Prince Frederick had ancestors from 3 continents, but chose to make his home here in England. So their story is also the story of British history, 19th and 20th century British history. So we know that there's a deep connection that people feel with that. So it's an honour, but also a responsibility to put on these events and tell that nuanced story in ways that can be accessible for people in all sorts of different ways, which is why we have this range of activities, talks, workshops, family events, music, dance, so people can access this on whatever level it works best for them.
Thank you very much. Indi, I'll come back to you very shortly, but I need some more information from Oliver. Oliver, as you've been working with this institute, I should say, and you have a lot of support from the public and the government as well. Tell us a bit more history of Frederick. What was his contribution to the area? As I can see, that ancient house is the history of not only probably Thetford, probably whole Norfolk. And we would like to start about Frederick and his life and his contribution to the area. Oliver.
Yes, Prince Frederick Duleep Singh, he was the second son of the Maharaja Duleep Singh, who had settled with his wife at Elvedon Hall, just up the road from Thetford. Inside, he reshaped, remodeled Elvedon Hall to be like an Indian palace inside. Wonderful interiors of marble and plaster, mirror, textiles. And it was in this background that he raised his family of 3 sons and 3 daughters from his first marriage. And Prince Frederick grew up at Elvedon and came to know and love this region, East Anglia. And he lived here all his life, really. From Elvedon, he went to university in Cambridge, came back to East Anglia, and lived in various houses in the area. Finally, at Blow Norton Hall, just up the road from Thetford. At Blow Norton Hall, he filled his house with collections of various kinds. He loved history, he studied history at university, and he was very interested in old buildings as well. And I think that was why he was approached by the people of Thetford, the town council, the borough council at Thetford, to see if he would support the town, and he very generously agreed to do so. He was, as well as a keen historian, he was also a philanthropist, and he was willing to pay for building restorations in the region, and he bought Ancient House, helped pay for its restoration, and he was there on the opening day in December 1924 with the Duchess of Grafton, the Mayor of Thetford, and Mr. Brown from the museum's committee, all lined up in front of the museum. And it's this photograph that we keep coming back to, and in a way we recreate it when we do our events at the Ancient House celebrating the Duleep Singh family by all gathering in front of the museum for a photograph for all to keep and remember.
Thank you very much, Indi. I'll come back to you again. I can see that the house is the photo spot for the whole visiting community. It was your initiative. I can see SIKH Diversity Project, who probably started celebrating this Mela. And what is your experience so far? And what will be the main activities during these 2 days?
So we started the festival back in 2018, approached Oliver back in 18, and we said that we wanted to do a festival, and it was the 125th anniversary of the death of Maharaja Duleep Singh. So it was appropriate that we actually mark that celebration. So I went to see Oliver at Ancient House, and we started talking and planning, and then Melissa came on board, and since then they've been a key partner in the festival throughout. I'm very thankful to Norfolk County Council and all the team at Ancient House, and they've been really positive and very supportive throughout the whole process over the years, and it's been a real joy working with them. This year's festival is going to be the finale at Grammar School, so we've actually moved the festival to a bigger site, the Thetford Grammar School, which also has links with Prince Frederick as well. Maybe Melissa or Oliver can tell you more details about that. But the festival itself is just growing, and communities from all around. We've got Gurdwaras coming from Gravesend, Grays, Barking, Ilford, and Northampton this year as well. So the festival is growing, and lots of more activities, and hopefully we can continue that support with the Ancient House Museum to further develop the project.
Melissa, you are a very active staff in the house. Tell us about your experience with schools and educational institutes. What's the curiosity in children or youngsters to learn the history of Thetford, and what is the busiest period for the ancient house?
Tough question. We're pretty busy all year round. Actually, we keep a very active program going, sort of all the way through the year. We welcome a large number of school children every year. Normally, sort of 2,000 to 3,000 school children come, and a lot of those are learning about Duleep Singh as a local hero, and have those local links. We also have a very active family program running throughout the year. So we stay busy all the time. We're always wanting to tell the stories of both the Duleep Singh family and also the history of Thetford and the surrounding Brex area, sort of honouring Prince Frederick's wish to preserve local history. The festival is a particular high point for us, but we try to make sure that people can learn about the story of the Duleep Singh family whenever they visit the museum.
Thank you very much. I mean, this is the very exciting time and period of the year. Oliver, I would like to know from you about the contribution of this Milla, how this Milla has contributed to the life of Thetford and the local communities, and especially for the ancient house. And tell us about the contribution of this Milla and about your personal experience during these days.
Yes, the Mela, the celebration on the Sunday of the festival is always a great highlight, and lots of people come together. Local councillors are very keen on the Mela, and we have support from Thetford Town Council this year, which is brilliant. Norfolk County Council and Brecon Council have supported over the years, and I think this shows the real community interest in the festival festivities, the Mela. It's a great highlight in the calendar of Thetford now. And long may it continue. We're looking forward, as Melissa's saying, to planning for next year and future years as well. I think it's a great way of bringing people together. It's a shared history, it's a shared culture, it's a celebration of diversity, and it's just a wonderful thing. I think it's a unique thing what we have, because it's so connected to local history, but also to international history, and it's a way of linking up people to shared experience, and it's a wonderful thing. And for me personally, it's great that we have this chance to share time together and enjoy this celebration of shared history.
Thank you very much, Oliver. Melissa, I'll come back to you. The people who are watching us, our show all over the world, probably they can't make it this year, or they've never been, or they never heard about Ancient House, or even Thetford, or even the history of Maharaja Dalip Singh or Frederick Dalip Singh. Tell us a bit more what we are holding in the house, any belongings which bring the sweet memories of Maharaja Dalip Singh and his son. So give us a bit more information or insight about the house.
Yes, so as Oliver said, the whole house is a sort of testament to Prince Frederick as a great philanthropist. But also within the museum, we have some artefacts to help us tell the story of his family and his father, and also his grandfather, Maharaja Ranjit Singh. So we have a set of small miniatures that come from India in the 1840s, which depict a number of people from Maharaja Ranjit Singh's court, including him, Duleep Singh before he became Maharaja, little Duleep Singh, and his mother Maharini Jinder. So we have those on display. We also have a coat of arms, a carved wooden coat of arms, which was designed for Maharaja Duleep Singh by Prince Albert, Queen Victoria's husband, and we know that was had a particular place in Prince Frederick's heart, because when he was engaged on service during the First World War, when he was training soldiers in France, training horses in France for soldiers to use in battle, he actually had a version of that coat of arms painted on his tent, and the plaque upstairs at Ancient House, which commemorates the opening of the museum, also has a version of that coat of arms in one corner, in parallel to the coat of arms of our town of Thetford. And we also have a large leather-bound Bible, which was given to Maharaja Duleep Singh just as he was leaving India to come to England as a teenager by Lord Dalhousie, who was then the Governor-General of India. And most recently, and most excitingly for me, because it's new and sort of come into the museum during my time working there, is a very nice walking stick, which was actually a gift to Maharaja Duleep Singh by the then Prince of Wales, and it's got on it a small gold lion, maybe referencing his father, Maharaja Ranjit Singh, Lion of the Punjab. And we also have a photograph of the Maharaja actually holding the walking stick, standing on the steps of Elvedon Hall. So that feels, anything you feel like you can almost touch the past always really excites me. So that's our newest exhibit, and we really encourage people to come and have a look at that. But my personal favourite is that we have the grave marker of Maharini Jinder, so the Maharaja Dilip Singh's mother. She was eventually reunited with her son in London, but sadly died there. She lived at Holland Park. There's actually a plaque on the building. And because cremation was illegal at that time, her body rested for a short time at Kensal Green Nonconformist Cemetery before her son was able to take her back to India for cremation. And this is the stone that marks her time there. And she's such an amazing woman, and it's wonderful to have something that connects with that. And also, we know that Charles Dickens went to see her laid to rest, and wrote in his journal that there lies the Indian dancing girl who was the only woman that ever made the British Empire tremble.
That's very exciting. Oliver, I would like to learn from you, as Melissa has mentioned, or we have read in the history, Maharaja Dalip Singh, or Victor Dalip Singh, or Fred Dalip Singh, they have a lot of contribution to the local history. Is there any mention in the local community or local history schools about Maharaja Dalip Singh, or Victor or Frederick Dalip Singh? Is there a mention in the history books? I mean, I'm sure there will be a lot of books in your local local library. But how about the schools? I mean, do the schools teach about this part of the history as well?
Yes. So one of the things we're able to offer at Ancient House is a package. So we welcome something that Melissa looks after at the museum. We welcome groups from local schools. They come to learn about the Dilip Singh's family, the Maharaja Dilip Singh, and they learn about culture in various different ways. We like to have a variety of different activities for the children to do, so they might learn about studying historical sources to understand the process of being a mini historian. They might have some work with a costumed interpreter who will explain about what it was like as a Victorian servant, perhaps working at Elvedon Hall, where the Dilip Singhs lived. And there'd be other activities, understanding about the shared history that we have. So I think this is a great opportunity to not only share with people on holidays and weekends like this weekend coming and the Mela, but also for school children during their time, during term time at school. And we, as Melissa says, we use lots of different approaches to tell the story, because people learn in different ways, and this is one of our approaches to things. The Dilip Singh family made great contributions to local history, and they're reported in local newspapers, and we're able to see those now through the digital versions of the newspapers. And there's lots of new things come to light all the time. Melissa mentioned the walking stick that is a new gift to the Ancient House, and you never quite know what's going to be coming along next that will help reshape the story. And new research and new openings, new avenues will always open up different perspectives and different interpretations of the story.
That's right. I mean, the technology has played a major role in the showing or learning or teaching the history. In the very last words from you, what would you like to say? What would you like to add to today's conversation, and what would you like to mention if we missed anything, Indi?
So it's good to mention that we've also had some Punjabi singers, actors attending Ancient
Wow.
House Museum over the years. We've had Dr. Satinder Sartaj, who's also the patron of our festival. We've had Ranjit Bawa, and Beer Singh, who've also attended Ancient House over the years. The Singh twins, Gurinder Chadda, the film director. So maybe I've missed a few, but over the years it's been really positive. And so I'd just like to say to all the Sikh Sangat, Punjabi community, to make sure they come down this weekend down to the festival and be part of the festivities over the weekend. And it's really good that we've got that community support and the local community support as well.
Thank you, Indrajit. Thank you very much, Melissa and Oliver. This is we had time for, and it's time to say goodbye to you. And thank you very much taking your time out. And we always tell our people to go and enjoy this Mela. Not enjoy, just learn the history of Fred Dalip Singh, Maharaj Dalip Singh, and the legacy to Thetford and the whole area, East Anglia. And thank you very much. All the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye bye.
ਦਰਸ਼ਕੋ ਇਹ ਸਨ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਮਹਿਮਾਨ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਇਹ 21 ਜੁਲਾਈ ਨੂੰ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਥੈਟਫੋਰਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਜਾਓ ਤੇ ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸੰਪਰਕ ਕਰੋ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਮਾਪਤੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਵਿਦਾਈ ਦੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਬੁਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ